Anthony and Valerie Denise. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got a special guest host today who goes by the name of Smoke. Actually, he calls himself Smoke from Mayor. And I would like to go on and open up his line and welcome him to the platform. Smoke, 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 Smoke. How you doing?
Peace, 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 family. Peace, Valerie Denise. Peace to Philo the Great. Peace to the whole network. And peace to the listeners, man. Peace to the listeners.
Yeah. I swear every time I say your name, I always want to play that one song that I'm looking for. I think this is it. But this is how I always want to intro you.
Oh, there you go. Long as we can get jiggy with it. Long as we can get jiggy with it, man. Just don't play me no type of Rico Suave type of records. You know what I mean?
I understand. I totally understand. Yeah. So, are you having a great day today? I just want to know. It's been beautiful here in Charlotte.
No, it's great out here too, man. It's great out here. As soon as we get done, I'm gonna fire up the grill, cook. You know what I'm saying? Cook on the grill and sit on the back porch and I don't know, listen to talk radio.
Listen to talk radio. All right. Yeah. All right.
Sounds like a great night.
While we're waiting for to get today's guest, why won't you share? Oh my God, Jesus, my tongue's tied. I guess I need to grab some water or something to just kind of wet my palate. Well, why don't you share with our listening audience your show and tell us what you've got coming up this week?
My show is Smoke On. Smoke on everything. Smoke on current events. Smoke on movies. Smoke on boxing. Maybe a little bit of politics. Maybe a little bit of religion. Just what's on my mind at that day. Sometimes things just fall out my head. I just come out with an outline, and we just do that for an hour here on the 4E Radio Network every Thursday at 6, right? Look at me.
Did you just say right?
Right?
Did you just say right? Oh,
right?
My God. You know what I'm going to do? I got something for you. No. I'm going to have to give you a verbal spanking because you don't know what time your show starts. And that, oh, my God, that's a faux pas.
But no,
Rhonda Supreme.
It changed. It used to be 5:30, but it changed. So
Right.
So, yeah, so I'm I'm thinking
I know.
To be safe, people, 6:30. How about that?
Oh my God, Rhonda,
6:30.
are you with us? I have to bring you in because this is crazy. The host of his show, which has the title of his name in it, does not know what time his show starts. Can you believe it?
All right.
It's all right.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
All right.
Listen, you see where I'm coming from, though? We just changed the time. So, it used to be 5:30, so we just changed the time. So I'm asking her a question, our program director, our great leader, what is the time? She can't tell me the time. It should be your fault.
No, I thought that the new time was 6 p.m. Eastern time. So there we go. I thought that was a discussion that you and the great Philo the Great had agreed that you would start your show at 6 p.m. Eastern time so that you can fully enjoy our show, right?
And participate in you guys' show also.
And participate, exactly. From 4 until what? Roughly 4 to 5:30-ish? Yeah, right?
Who doesn't know when our show ends? Who doesn't know when our show ends?
What, no, excuse me, sometimes 5. But you know what? I got to pull in Kevin Hart, Rhonda. I'm sorry.
You're going to learn today.
Yes, right. Oh, my God.
No, it looks like we need to coordinate, okay?
Yeah, right.
We don't want to overlap shows because we want to support each other. So we have to coordinate, okay? Let's coordinate, okay?
That's what
Let's find out what we're doing. Yes.
Gotcha. And speaking of coordinating, Rhonda, because I am seriously going to have to jump off of the show today at 5 o'clock. So, Smoke, I am going to have to leave this great show in your hands because I'm going to jump over to Rhonda's platform, and we're going to talk about some very, very relevant news.
Well, people, we're done at 5 o'clock. I'm just going to put that out there.
Okay, well,
so we can go to Rhonda's show, right?
At least he knows when we end. Thank you, guys. All
no,
right,
we're end at 5, so we can go to Rhonda's show.
I am super excited. At least he knows when the show ends. All right.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we're good. Rhonda, real quick, because I see we got Nate Campbell in the building, and I'm super excited. Can you share with us, how we can join you today at 5 o'clock? Because they're going to have to call a different number to reach you and enjoy you on your platform.
No, they go on my website, on the website for the radio station, www.lituation, like the situation is lit, but it's lituation.org, LITUATION.org. And as soon as you go on the website, you click the live button and you can listen in. If you want to participate, you can go to the chat and you can chat with us and participate that way as well.
Thank you. Rhonda, I so appreciate you all the time. I really, really do. So not that I think I don't appreciate you. I was just showing my sisters some love. That's what I was doing. Even though you don't know what time your show starts. I just had to say that out loud because that was hilarious. But anyway, we got Nate Campbell in the building, and I want to make sure that I give Nate a proper whatever. I got to find a soundbite for him because this is actually somebody else's soundbite. There's Nate. I know it's Nate because Nate always has background noise. But anyway, I'm going to play this soundbite.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! Oh.
Nate Campbell, welcome to Live with Philip Anthony and Valerie Denise. How are you doing?
How y'all doing? I'm good. I'm sorry. I've been so caught up. We moved hotels today. We moved from Brownsville to Padre Island, South Padre Island. So I've been moving. So what's going on, lady? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're good. We're trying to educate the guy who was actually going to interview you today. You remember Smoke from yesterday? We're trying to educate him as to what time his show starts. So if before you get off, because you've got a show too, so you know how important it is to be on time, when you host a show, right? So we want to make sure that that Smoke knows.
I'm just going to let you sit here and let Champ make me think that I'm tardy. I'm just going to hold that. Let Champ think that I'm tardy. Okay.
Hey, you know what, Smoke, listen, everybody knows this about me, so I might as well just put this out on Front Street. Oh, my God, it's taking forever to even play in
Hello?
addition.
That's a shame.
I was trying to be funny so God don't like ugly. So here's what we're going to do. Nate,
God don't like
Smoke,
ugly.
I know, right? He really doesn't. God forgive me. So I'm going to go and repent. And I'm going to turn this show over to you because you and Nate have some really fun things to talk about because I don't know what just happened here. Can you guys...
You're going to learn today.
Yes.
Hello?
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to go on and have Smoke take over from this point, and I'm going to let you guys have some fun behind the scenes, and I'm going to go and pray for me since I've been clowning Smoke all day. So have fun at it, guys. Thank you so much, Nate, for joining us, and Rhonda, I will see you at 5.
Yes.
Hey, Miss Rhonda Supreme.
What's up, Nate? That's my
Hey, gorgeous. How you doing?
What's going on? I miss you.
I miss you too. I've been so busy. I'm gonna call you. We're gonna have to get on the phone and cut up again.
Yes, absolutely. There's no excuse. Exactly.
No, there isn't. There isn't. But what's going on, Smoke? Let's get to the nitty gritty.
What's going on, Nate, man? Hey, man. What's going on, brother? Hey, let's get to it. Hey, I just before we get into anything, bro, because we didn't really get a chance to go in yesterday, champ. Tell the people what you got going on today. You training any fighters? You doing anything in the sport of boxing? I know you kind of got into it yesterday, but you didn't get a chance to elaborate.
Well, I train a lot. I train a lot of young fighters, amateur fighters. I commentate a lot now. I do a lot of commentating right now. I commentate a lot of local shows and like, actually nationally, man. I commentate everything. I commentated Roy's last fight. I just commentate a lot. I'm a lot of different places. I'm freelance, so I get to do my thing all over the country.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Experience the Galaxy, the podcast. Educate us, man. Tell us what's going on with that, man. I got a couple episodes, man.
Sir. My show, Experience the Galaxy, is about having the uncomfortable conversation. My conversation is about everything that people are afraid to talk about. And I make sure I have a conversation about all those things. And if y'all guys hear these guys in the background, they old fighters, old fighters are, man. Old fighters are hard to talk to. Because when you talk to, see, there you go. You see, that is Mr. Milt McCrory, the Iceman himself. And I have the cool, slick Mr. Frank Tate out here, Olympic gold medalist. You can't tell him nothing because, yo. But yeah, man, I do a lot of stuff with social issues, man. I really confront people about social issues. I confront the masses about social issues a lot. A lot less boxing, but more social issues.
Okay, cool. So, hey, socially, right now going on, we have Donald Trump. Basically. Somebody basically going to give a pardon to somebody I know that's dear to you, saying that he's going to give a pardon, thinking about giving a pardon to Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight. He said he's thinking about giving him one. What's your thoughts on that?
Here's my issue. Jack Johnson has never been harassed and ran to the ground like he was. But why didn't Obama pardon him? That's just my question. Why didn't he pardon him? Now everybody has something to say about old horrible Donald Trump, and he is. He's an asshole. But he gets to be an asshole when you make him president. But if he does it, I can't be mad with him.
I personally think that he should have been, he shouldn't even be on that list for the crimes they said he committed. Because he basically got, charged for messing with white women, right? Pretty much.
Transporting white women across state lines. They call it the Mann Act. Do you really want me to tell you what it really should be called?
Break it down, sir.
Transportation of white kitty cat. That's what it was.
And him just being I think just him being flamboyant and him just kind of throwing it in their face, whooping ass and taking names. And I heard a story about him, and I think in a documentary, that they said that he would drive 100. He would drive. They would pull him over for speeding, and they would charge him $500 for speeding.
That's more. It was $100.
$100, and he was known to give him $200 because he said, "I'm going to be speeding back."
Exactly. He was that guy. And the problem is, they couldn't break him, they couldn't beat him, but they broke him with the law. And they learned something from Jack Johnson. They learned that they may not be able to physically beat you, but they can kill your legacy. That's way more important than killing you. That's why Bill Cosby got found guilty. That's why Prince was found and they said he was a dopehead. That's why Michael Jackson died of overdosing. Why Sam Cooke was stripped naked and left laying in a hotel in a hotel where everybody could see his body. It was all about killing their names because you couldn't take the talent, and you couldn't take away what they did.
You know what? That's interesting because I heard Eddie Griffin say something like they would never let the black man leave clean. There always
never
has
let
to
you
be
leave clean.
Some type of tarnish.
Never. There's always an asterisk on the name of black dude. Nobody talks about Mark McGuire being a taker of PEDs. They always talk about Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa has done so much to get away from being black. He done lighten himself up. He looked like a fluorescent light bulb.
Sammy Sosa looks like a wigger.
He don't even look like a wigger. Because I know wiggers that would find that offensive.
Okay. Yeah.
He like albino. He like albino by mistake.
And for what? You can't out-color this thing.
No, but that's the scary part about what we're talking about. The issue for what it is this. We've been taught to hate who we are. And now you got these people to talk about, well, if you just pull your pants up, if you just comply when the police pull you over. What about when you got men like Orlando Castillo, whose pants were pulled up, who complied, still get shot dead? So, dude, that's nothing to do with, listen, the moment we come to the realization that that black folk have been targeted by the system and live in that place and make the proper stances to fix and rectify our situation among each other so we can come together as a people, that's when we're going to see change. Change doesn't happen till it happens within.
And to build off of what you said, Nate, Champ, a lot of in slavery, a lot of them brothers and sisters, they were in suits. They were dressed to the nine. So it wasn't about a pull your pants up or pull your pants down thing.
Dude, they killed Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King wore a suit every time you saw him.
And loved Jesus.
And loved their Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And preached their Jesus. And told you that he would want for you to be nonviolent because violence would only beget violence. We couldn't get to the mountaintop unless we marched barefooted and told Massa that we loved him. And they still shot him dead. Gave him humanitarian, gave him a Nobel Peace Prize for being a humanitarian and shot him dead. Gave him a holiday because they knew they killed him. Then they paid his family. They paid his kids $100 million or something like that because they knew because they killed him.
And they gave him a couple street names.
Gave him every hood in America got a Martin Luther King. The hood, the worst, most dilapidated pieces of shit in every city, they give it to Martin Luther King.
And usually it shows those are the most violent blocks in those cities.
The most violent blocks tend to either they the most violent blocks or they run through the most violent block. Or right there in the city. Dude, so look, listen. Then even after they killed him and took away his life, they then released the tapes of him outside women and talked about all his shenanigans. So you can't get away from here clean, brother.
And how dare they? And those are the people that mess with little boys.
Of course.
So how dare they?
Oh, yeah. No offense. Nobody bothering the Catholic Church. Ain't nobody said nothing. Harvey Weinstein ain't been tried for nothing. Kevin Spacey had sex with a child. Ain't nobody took him to court for nothing. Bill Cosby was said to have had sex with women that came to his house consensually doing drugs with him, basically. And he just got found guilty of 3 counts of rape in a case that statute of limitations.
And you can't force people to take pills, people. he gave you a pill and you took it, that's on you. It's not on him.
He didn't, right. But the saddest part about it is that no matter what you tell these brothers, you're going to always have this group of black men and white men and black women that's going to make the statement, well, he shouldn't have never gave him the pill. Wait a minute. I know people every day go to the doctor and get whole prescriptions. You ain't said nothing about him. Look, my issue is simply this. I can't tell you how to feel about the Bill Cosby situation. When you take a step back and look at the impact he had on this country for black people, for him to have that stain, it does a lot more damage than good.
Yes, because I agree. Because sorry,
exactly. I'm sitting there with a football. You play football for Houston, right? Baseball. You play baseball for Houston. The Astros. What's your name? J.R. Ritchie. J.R. Ritchie played for Houston Astros back in the day. And he just said the whole reason they did that was to kill his name. See, again, they couldn't take his money. So because he could still afford to buy a network or start a network. But if they discredit, as soon as they were saying he raped women, yeah. Right. As soon as they destroyed everything he did by calling him a rapist or woman beater. See, that's what Michael Jackson was all about. In order to try to break Michael Jackson, they had to destroy his name. Okay, so let me give you the perfect storm they built. Nobody really knows this. Michael Jackson was the most powerful man in entertainment. You didn't know that, did you?
I absolutely did. Educate the audience, though.
Okay,
Champ.
he owned 51% of Sony, which meant he was the only black distributor of his own music alive. He controlled his own destiny, which they do not want you to do. That's why Prince left Warner Brothers, because they wouldn't let him control his destiny. That's why when he won his masters back, they said it was the most dangerous decision ever made in the history of music, because now he controlled $1 billion piece of property that was his, lock, stock, and barrel, and he died less than 2 months later. Okay, Michael Jackson owned 51% of Sony, but he also owned 63% of Brenda Lee. He owned Brooks and Dunn. He owned the Beatles. Oh, I can go down the list of the stuff he owned. He owned
Beyonce. He owned Beyonce stuff too.
He owned Beyonce.
Because Michael, he went straight to Sony over there in Japan. He didn't deal with the guys here based in America. He kind of backdoor Little Joe and went straight to them and said, give it to me.
He owned it. And see, what people don't want to talk about is this. Because he had that kind of power, he then started a record label by the name of Michael Joseph Jackson Records. Nobody really want to think about this part of it. He signed his nephews to a deal, 3T, remember them?
Mm-hmm.
But he signed this very good girls group. Let's see if you can remember what the name was. You don't know. Okay. There you go.
You know what? Though? Hold on, champ. I remember what the logo was. It was him in the moonwalk. Remember the label, the logo?
It was him doing the moonwalk.
That was the logo. It was him like doing the moonwalk.
Right. That was his label. Michael Joseph Jackson Records, MJJ Records.
Mm-hmm. MJJ Records.
Right. MJJ Records. And he was starting to sign everybody. Everybody was going to Michael. And this power shift, the paradigm is shifted. You got a black man who's going to run all the music. He was going to run all these white boys out of music. Because they could. First of all, who you want to work with? You want to work with Michael Jackson? You want to work with Jerry Heller? He was signing. He was dealing with everybody from. Thank you. Biggest. Everybody was trying to get with Mike.
And also, Mike was giving people their publishing back, like Little Richard. He was giving all the old guys that they sold their publishing. He was giving their stuff back.
Then the one thing, here was the group. He didn't only have a foot on what was to happen. He had his foot firmly planted in what was happening, because he had a girls group that was a beast called Brownstone.
Here it is.
Had a group called Brown. Everything they sung was fire. They had a song called If You Love Me. Had a song called Grapevine. Both of their albums was fire. But nobody talks about the impact that he was beginning to make on the business side. It wasn't, and they took his life. See, when Brownstone record came out, they dropped those child molestation charges on him. Mm-hmm. His record label began to suffer because he wasn't able to run it. He had to take money that was going to his record label and put it to his legal defense, and so on and so forth, and blah blah blah. So as things begin to shift, they couldn't kill him. Well, they couldn't take his money, so they had to kill his name. And even then, after finishing that, he went back after he beat the first set of charges. What's going on? After he beat the first charges, they did it again.
They was trying to financially drain him, but they couldn't because he owned. That's the whole thing I want to just tell the listener. Michael could not die broke. He owned too much music. He owned too much. He owned too much. They were trying to find, when they were trumping up them charges, they were trying to financially drain him like they tried to, like they're doing with Bill. What they did to OJ.
Thank you.
But they couldn't do it with Mike because Mike owned too much shit. They couldn't drain him like that.
That's old saying. Yeah, that was. There's old saying. And somebody just said, if I can't control you, I will destroy you. They
just couldn't control Mike, and all those rumors saying, "Oh, Mike died broke. He died destitute." Champ just broke it down. He owned too much. He damn near owned half of Sony. And we're talking about not the offshoots of Sony here in America. We're talking about the big Sony based in Japan, China, one of those Oriental countries. But Mike went and backdoored Little Joe and went straight to those guys.
I'm gonna give you another one. Michael Jackson. See, the thing about it is, who was the first man to ever own all the rights to his own stuff? Who was the first man to ever own everything he ever put out?
James Brown was one.
Wrong. Nope, James Brown never owned his own stuff.
No?
Yeah. Grab one.
Educate us,
Sam Cooke.
Oh, there you go.
Sam Cooke.
And they killed him.
And they killed him and left him naked in a hotel.
And they accused him of rape too. Also.
Yes, they did. Who was the next man to own everything he ever had, other than Michael Jackson?
I know Prince. Prince.
And all three of them died. All three of those men died mysteriously. Do you actually believe that the doctor who got put in prison for overdosing Michael Jackson would have ever let anything happen to him? He got paid $325,000 a month. That's what I think they said he was getting paid. He paid Mike was paying him like $300,000 a month to be his doctor, his private doctor. Heard that man had took, and basically he wasn't even working in his own practice. He had somebody else running his practice. Are you killing me?
I thought we was talking boxing, man. Hey, do I got some boxers on the phone?
Oh, hold on, man. Introduce yourself 3 times.
Where's Mike? Where's Mark and Nate at, man? I'm ready to fight, man. My name is Ali, man. I'm the champ.
Okay. I got some guys who love to talk boxing with you as well as, and they're all here hanging out.
I don't even want to talk. I just want to box, man. Where y'all at, man? Meet me in San Diego, man. We can make a ring right now. I'm going to fight both of y'all tonight.
Meet you well.
I don't think you want that smoke, Ali, 3 times.
Ali, you know, Ali, man, I'm actually the charity. We're the charity event. We're the charity event down in South Padre Island, Texas. So we all sitting out here, man, like me, Frank Tate, Milt McCrory, Mark Breland is around here somewhere. I can't find him. You got Rocky Juarez is here. Man, we are here. Some of the greatest athletes ever here with me.
Rocky
I ain't mad
Juarez.
at you. Say, and Michael Jackson, he was a boxer too, man. On the down low, folks ain't know. He like to throw them blows, man.
But you know what? A lot of guys came up boxing because Joe Jackson believed his sons would only be tough if they had a boxing background.
That's right.
So boxing is that sport that most guys try to use to bring their kids forward.
Yes, sir. That's why they named me Ali. I was born on January 18th, day after his birthday.
Wow.
Boxing's all in us, man. We all boxing. We got boxing names, feelings, spirits, everything. Boxing's all in us, man.
Hey, Ali, who's your favorite fighter, brother, right now? Past or present? Just past or present, actually.
I'm Muhammad Ali all the time, man. Muhammad Ali, the only one, all the time, today, tomorrow, last year, next year, too.
Y'all like. So yeah, I'm in here. Excuse me, guys. I'm in here with a lot of old guys. They having some drinks. These old guys having some drinks, yeah.
Tell them I'm gonna have a shot with them right now, champ.
No, I'm telling you, man, you got some of the best athletes in the history of whatever sport, man. Baseball, basketball, football. You know what I'm saying? All here. They're all here right now, and they come out every year for this deal called Seeing Something Kids. And we give back to them every year. So man, I've been coming in 6 years. Everybody else has been this their second or third year, but I've been here 6 years. Man, Eric Brown from Houston Texans is here. Man, it's a bunch of guys here, man.
That's what's going on, champ. Hey, champ, why I got you on the phone? Because we got to kind of use this as a segue, and I want to get your thoughts on this clown. I'm gonna just call him a clown. Abel Sanchez saying that black boxers are not marketable, knowing that last week at Barclays, and you were saying that you was in the house at Barclays when we headline joints, people of color, we show up. What are your comments about that?
They love to tell us that so they can underpay us. They love to say that. Yes, thank you. They love to tell us that so they can underpay us. They want to make it where they can give us anything and we'll take it. But that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. And dude, there is not one. If it wasn't for black fighters, there wouldn't even be boxing right now. Nobody wants to watch them guys stand there and beat each other all rudimentary like they were doing.
You're right about that. You're right about that. Because what I'm telling you, they love the entertainment, you know, especially when Ali came in and started naming which round he was going to knock him out in. Folks was loving that, man. They was really, really into boxing back then. He's calling around on them.
But you know the saddest part about it? Let me tell you something. Nobody really wants to accept that without men of color in these sports don't progress the way that they progress. We made it better. We made the sport better. Jack Johnson to now, we made it better. We made it better.
Yeah, because before we came through, them guys are fighting. Even Jack Johnson had that stand. Them guys are fighting like the Notre Dame stands. But again, that's why I just think that the sport of boxing and champ, and if you know what I mean, we're not regulated by the FCC, so you can say whatever the hell you want to. I think that they want to present the sport of boxing dying because there is no white fighter. Every white fighter,
exactly.
Every white fighter that they try to put the energy behind, they got beat, with the exception of their new white hope is that Lomachenko. But other than that,
he already got a smuts on his record. He already got a smuts.
That's right. He lost. Yeah, that's right. He lost. Yeah, he lost already.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he lost his second fight, but they should never put him in.
Yeah,
there.
he lost.
He
lost. He lost already.
Yeah, he did.
But
so, man, listen. I love boxing. I love the quality that boxing brings. Because if you're good, you win. If you're not, you don't. That's the coolness about equality in the rawest form. You understand me?
Yeah,
yes,
that old mano. You cannot blame the center. You can't blame the punter. You can't blame the point guard. It's just me. It's just you. Mano. And when the white supremacists say we're better than you, and we say, okay, when we do this mano sport, how come you ain't winning? And then the narrative comes, boxing is dead because you're not prominent in the sport.
Right, and that old Abel Sanchez made that flawed ass statement that black fighters aren't marketable. If you spend the money to market them, if you spend the market Mexican fighters to pay them less money, they would be.
Hey, champ, how about this? Gerald Swift Hurd ain't Mexican style?
No offense, there's no such thing. Let me tell you something.
I know, but that's what they say. That I know. I'm just saying how they talk. That come forward, rock and sock robot type of style.
But we're the only fighter as a group of people that can truly say we can do it all.
That's right. Multi-athlete.
Yeah, we can do it all.
Because a lot of you guys come from a football background, basketball backgrounds, and then they boxing also.
I play basketball. I learned to play boxing and play basketball the same week. The same week. I've been doing both of them the same amount of time.
That's something.
My daughter's an All-American point guard. I was an All-American point guard. We're athletes in my family. I ran track. I played football. I played baseball one game till the boy hit me with a ball. That's the first end of it for me. I chased him out on the mound with a bat. They told me I couldn't come back.
Hey,
you need
champ. Sorry.
They said you need to do something else.
Hey, champ. I know you spoke candidates back in the day. How they're trying to kind of blackball Don King out of the sport. So with that being said, is there any fights that you didn't get that you wanted on the strength of just politics because people just didn't want to deal with Don?
I didn't get the Pacquiao fight. They didn't make the Pacquiao fight because Pacquiao was supposed to fight me. He had one belt at the WBC and had a chance to get all the other belts at 135. Imagine how much money he would have made if he came.
So this is a unification.
Not unification, dude. A total unification.
All the belts.
He'd have been undisputed. Dude.
And they did just because they didn't want to do work with Don.
Do you want to know what the argument was? Somebody said if Nate Campbell pulls back on Manny and throws that right hand, he fucks up the De La Hoya fight.
So they were scared that you was going to Marquez them before Marquez them.
Exactly. And dude, I could tell y'all a whole bunch of stories about guys that didn't fight because I was considered to be more trouble than money was worth. But that's the life.
Too much risk and less reward.
Yeah, there you go.
Fight a soft guy, and they didn't want no work with the Galaxy Warrior.
They didn't want the grief. And the thing about it was, I fought who they put in front of me every time. I never complained. I just fought. But that's what I was taught to be. But I don't blame them for being businessmen because there's a business. But if you're going to be too much business, then guess what? You destroy the boxing.
Okay, so I tell you like this. Hey, Nate, again, thanks again, champ, for having this conversation.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
I'm gonna go back out and join these guys.
It's a pleasure. I'm gonna toss it back to Valerie Denise Jones, the Hitler,
yeah,
and
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you, Nate.
Thank you, Ali, man. Hey, man, always much love for you guys. I'm going to go back out here and join these guys. We're supposed to be having a spades tournament and a domino tournament before the comedy show. So,
hey, Nate.
Hold on, Nate. Do you play spades with the jokers or not the jokers? Real quick, bro.
I can play either way, but I think the jokers and the deuces, that's making it too easy.
I call that a cheat code. Okay, Nate. I just want to see where you was at, bro.
It's a cheat code. It's a cheat code, man.
Okay, brother.
Yes, Valerie.
Thanks again, Nate.
Hey, Nate, before we close out, thank you. Good job, Smoke. Welcome to the show, Ali. Before we close out, why don't you share your information, your show on Saturday, Experience the Galaxy. I gave them a little backstory earlier.
Show Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell comes on LGL TV Live on YouTube, Facebook Live, Nat Turner Campbell, and Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell. And you can also catch me on Periscope, Ustream, as well as what's the other one? Periscope, Ustream, YouTube, and Facebook Live. And I'm running on all four platforms simultaneously. You can hit me up at Nate at experiencethegalaxy.com. You can also hit me up on my Facebook page, Experience the Galaxy, and we can talk, man. If you have questions about stuff, you want to talk about social issues, hit me up, and I'll do research, and I'll bring it on for you guys. Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for
Nate, I do have a question. I want to know why you added an extra X in Galaxy.
Oh, it wasn't my doing. It was not my doing. What it was Galaxy was the name of the computer store that housed the gym in the back, and it was called Boxing at the Galaxy or Galaxy Boxing. And when they closed my gym down, I commemorated my gym with Galaxy over the top, and I put Warrior underneath its gloves, Galaxy Warrior, and it just stuck.
Gotcha. And one more thing, can you give us an update as to last time I saw you and hung out with you? You were training the guys with Parkinson's or the Alzheimer's?
Oh yeah, I still train. I've been doing it for over a year now. We're expanding to a third day a week now, a Wednesday. We're doing a Monday. We're doing a Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Friday class here in Jacksonville. We're there in Jacksonville, Florida. You can look it up on Parkinson's, RSB, on Rocksteady Boxing Jacksonville. You can look on the Rocksteady Boxing Jacksonville page, and you'll see video of me training Parkinson's patients, working with many other people, man. I work with a lot of people, man. Y'all guys, I really want you guys to really try to help Rocksteady Boxing and try to give as many donations as you can to the Parkinson's movement, man. Parkinson's is a pretty debilitating thing, and I want people to really try to invest more time, and as much money as they can, but time is more important.
Right. Yeah. Smoke, Ali, and Philo. Yes, that's what Nate does. During the week, right, he actually, I found it very, very interesting that he was teaching people with Parkinson's disease to box, right? Because that has a lot to do, everything to do with their motor skills. And I was like, how are they going to pull off that task? But, I mean, he did a wonderful, wonderful job with them and demonstration that he did before me. And so it helped me to learn a lot about how our motor skills work. But, wow, yeah, that's very, very interesting. So, what's the update on the opening of the, because we got about 2 more minutes before we wrap, the opening on the training center that you were scheduled to open?
We moved out of the building that we're in. We're right now posthumously in talks with this other place where I'm looking to get a. It's not as big, but it houses. It's actually in a better neighborhood, and there's less work to do to the building. I was investing a lot of money into this building, but I wasn't going to get the same squeeze. You know what I'm saying? From that lemon as I was going to get from this building. So we pulled up stakes and moved out, and we're in the process of trying to getting in on the north side of Jacksonville.
Okay, awesome. And the last thing is, I wanted to ask you: have you seen the new Jaguar uniform It looked hot online. I hate that I wasn't there during the unveiling. This is the first year I missed it.
I don't follow the Jaguars or football.
Oh,
I'm not
you
a football
suck.
fan. I know, but I mean, I do a real sport. We really hit each other.
Thank you so much, Nate. And I think that you gave us all of your contact information. I definitely appreciate you for taking the time to stop by today and share your information. So I guess I will see you on Monday, promptly at 7 p.m. because you open my show with me. So, yeah.
I do.
I will see you Monday. Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yes, you do. You're going to come on before Karen White comes on because we're going to go behind the scenes and break down this Bill Cosby meat mill Waffle House thing. So
okay, well,
there
let
we
me
have
know.
it.
Let me know, and I'm down for it. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of the day, and be safe out there in Texas.
Thank you, guys. Oh, will do. It's beautiful. Will do.
Thank you. And I want to go around the board at this time. As I mentioned, we've got about a minute or two before we wrap. So, Ali, since you are the host in the house, the guest in the house, why don't I start with you and allow you to give us your contact information before we end the show?
Yeah, you can find me at Ali on Facebook. You can find me at God Rapman on Twitter. I appreciate you and your show. Thank you so much for having great brothers like Nate come on, and Smoke, and Philo, and yourself, Valerie. That's why I keep calling, because y'all interesting to me.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And Philo was working behind the scenes, so I'll say thank you for him. Definitely, thank you from the 4E family. We appreciate that. We definitely do not take you for granted, Ali. So thank you so much for stopping by and making us a priority. And the man of the hour, Smoke On, host of
Man
Smoke On. Yeah, you were.
First of all, I want to thank Philo the Great and Valerie Denise Jones. Pardon me, people, I'm sipping. You know what I'm saying? For giving me the opportunity to conduct this interview. I want to, again, to give a shout-out to everybody that does something on this network. I mean, everybody, because we're contributing to something. We're doing something great, all of us. And I just want to give a shout-out to all the content creators out there on this network, man. And continue to do what you do, and I appreciate you, and I'm sure that everybody, all the listeners appreciate you, and you can just catch me on the 4E radio. I don't even feel like going through all that, and we're going to be on the Rhonda show here after this. I'm sorry, people, I'm sipping. I'm pardon me.
Yeah, we'll get that phone number to you, and Ali, text Philo if you want to join Rhonda on her show. We're going to break down the Waffle House incident for a few seconds, and then Philo and his group members are going to do an exclusive towards the end of her show. So, yeah, right, exactly. So we definitely want you to join us over there. So Philo can text both of you and give you that information.
Already got it. I got it.
Okay, awesome. Great. So, guys, that's it. That wraps up. I appreciate everybody for all that you do. Philo, like I said, Philo's working diligently behind the scenes, running the board, doing his thing, and preparing for his interview today. I think it starts like around 6 o'clock. Again, it's on Rhonda's platform. So that's about it, guys. Please make sure that you're safe. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you. And go to our website to find out more information about what we're doing and the shows that, like Smoke said, that are featured on our platforms. And that website is 4E, the number 4E, radio.com. And Smoke, I changed the colors. Tell me what you think about the color change. I'd be very, very interested to see if you think the green pops as opposed to the red. Yeah, that's
Ali
it, guys.
still on the phone? Is Ali still on the phone?
Ali is still on the phone. Yeah, you got about 30 seconds to wrap it up with him. Yep,
Ali, Cyber hug, my brother. Cyber hug, my brother.
No, he didn't steal my thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
What you say? What do you say?
He
gave
you a hug.
I'm giving a cyber hug, my brother. A cyber hug.
Yes, sir. That's lovely. Hey, man, you know how we do it, man. I respect, man. Somebody text me. I want y'all to know I got a flip phone. I ain't got one of them smartphones, so I don't know what it's saying.
I would not let nobody know that.
Hey, Ali, you see what I was saying, right? Because your thing is hug, so I'm giving you a cyber hug, King. Cyber hug.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I love you, man.
All right,
All right.
Peace.
All right, guys. I guess we'll see you at Rhonda's place here in just a few seconds. Again, thank you so much. I am Valerie Denise, and this has been live with Philip Anthony and Valerie Denise. And Philip's website is philogreat.com, and mine is ValerieDeniseJones.com. God bless. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. Good night.
Peace, family.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Philo the Great. The Philosophy EP is out. It's available everywhere they sell music digitally. I need y'all to go get that. You know what I'm saying? It's out. Hey, man, y'all stay tuned, because the group EP, the Alpha EP, is coming soon. The group EP, the Alpha EP, is coming soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. You heard? Until then, man, y'all go visit the website, 4eradio.com. Once again, that's 4eradio.com. Let's get it. Go.
Over. Silly. Low the great, yeah. Denise. Jenny. Valerie, Denise, Jones.
I'm talking business, business over silliness. 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 www.4eradio.com.
O'Reilly. If your vehicle isn't stopping like it used to, visit O'Reilly Auto Parts for the Spring Brake Deals event. Take advantage of the O'Reilly Auto Parts Do It Right rebate and get a $20 O'Reilly gift card by mail when you buy a set of Brake Best Select pads and a pair of rotors. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Did not.
With McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu, you can choose among favorites for just $1, $2, or $3, which means you can get 2 Happy Meals for $3 each, a triple cheeseburger for $3, and a 2-piece buttermilk crispy tenders for just $2. Or, as Dad likes to call it, the...
Finally, some peace and quiet on this cross-country road trip meal.
But Dad, I thought you always called it the Family Time is Special Time meal.
Build whatever meal you want with McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.